Exploration. It's one of the main driving forces in game design. Whether you're finding a new path to progress in a game or discovering hidden secrets, exploration not only expands a game but makes it more enjoyable. There's something instinctual about scouring every inch of a level trying to find a secret. It can feel very accomplishing, especially when what you find ends up being really rewarding. So to kick off the second annual Donkey Kong Month, we're going to look at a franchise that specializes in exploration. But I'm going to need some help. Say hi, VZ.
Greetings, sirs and Matt.
Today on Good Game Design, we're going to investigate the hidden reward principle.
Anyways, Donkey Kong Country, a series that is remembered for deep and rewarding exploration. DKC stood way out from the pack when it was released, with its cutting-edge visuals, unique attitude and style, as well as an innovative approach to health management and play styles. Yeah. Bet you never thought of it that way, huh? But what has certainly stood out the most and has stood the test of time is how much this game captures the essence of secrets or hidden areas. Almost every stage is full to bursting with bonus rooms and hidden bananas or lives to find. Sometimes they're right in front of you, or sometimes they hint at them by giving you a trail of bananas leading to a secret room. But occasionally, you'll have to really think outside the box here, or even put yourself in danger to find them.
Survival instincts to the wind, there could be secrets here!
This game wants you to explore and discover all the kindnesses waiting for you just beyond the regular run of the level. They even put Cranky Kong in the game with the sole purpose of giving you hints in the direction of all the secrets hidden all over DK Isle.
The first level sets this precedent thoroughly, even from the very beginning. You start by blasting out of your DK home, and if you decide to go back, you're treated with not only one, but two secrets. If you climb back into your treehouse, you're rewarded with an extra life, and if you enter the hole in the wall down below, you're given what little story this game actually provides. Your banana hoard is gone and you need to get it back. So right off the bat, the game is telling you to look around. It's even in the small details too, like the patches of dirt on the ground that can be bounced open, or the palm trees that can be ground pounded to pop out bananas. There's always something hiding just waiting to be found.
This goes even further when the animal buddies are added into the equation. These are the closest analog to power-ups in the Donkey Kong Country games, and while they do let you take an extra hit of damage and enhance things like running speed, jump height, etc., it's almost like the player is missing the point if they don't use these animal buddies to explore and find more of the secrets that are out there. In fact, let's take a look back at that first stage again, specifically when you see Rambi for the first time. Even if you've never explored in this level at all and just end up rushing to the right, the first secret in the game is purposefully placed directly in front of you so that Rambi will break it open automatically. It's actually really hard not to find this secret. You'd have to jump over it at a good distance. In this way, the game is basically grabbing you by the shoulders and screaming at you, "There are secrets everywhere!" And that the animal buddies are in fact a part of that.
This trend continues for the rest of the game with a huge plethora of secrets to find in nearly every stage. There's a percentage counter on your save file so you know how many secrets you found and how far you still have to go, as well as an exclamation point on the map screen to signify if you've gotten every secret in a level. So obviously Rareware had exploration and secrets in mind when creating Donkey Kong Country, but ultimately it just boiled down to collecting Kong letters, bananas, and extra lives. So really all you got for finding these secrets was more lives to play the game with and bragging rights, which is all fine and dandy, but let's look at what changed in Donkey Kong Country 2.
Everything that DKC 2 did was an expansion on the first game. Huge new level designs, new ways of navigating through them such as the helicopter twirl or the team-up toss, bigger, meaner bosses, so it only makes sense that the secrets and goodies to find would get an overhaul as well. The bonus rooms themselves were revamped, becoming actual mini-games rather than the simple brain teasers or quick challenge asides of the first game. But of course, it's not enough to simply recreate what we had in the first game, so Rare took it one step further. What's this? We're not getting bananas or extra lives in the bonus rooms anymore? What's this big brown golden thing? Is it worth anything?
Oh, they're worth something alright. Beyond being a nice shiny medal to collect and feel good about, these coins earned value by granting access to the game's extra bonus levels, the Lost World. This is how you do secrets. Reward the player for exploring and searching the levels by giving them more game to play, more fun levels to try out and challenge themselves. Top it off with a second final boss fight and a secret ending, and you've not only increased a game's replayability, but it also just feels deeper and given more meaning. You weren't just finding secrets for bragging rights anymore, you were trying to complete a game, which really is so much more.
Guys, I don't think you get it. Obviously the game with the best design is DKC 3 because it took all this to another level.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm Steve-O Hobo. I just heard you guys going on about Donkey Kong Country and I thought, how could you not talk about the advances made in the final game of the trilogy?
Okay, go on.
Well, for starters, the overworld was a huge part of exploration in DKC 3. Not only are there tons of secrets in the levels to find, but you can collect all sorts of crazy stuff in the overworld as well, like banana birds and quest items. Heck, even just controlling your character on the map screen was a big departure for the series.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. They added a lot more collectibles and extra things to do in this game. And they kept the secret unlockable world at the end of the game. Bam, new tradition.
Right, but even if you collected all the bonus coins, you still had to figure out the riddle of unlocking the world itself. It wasn't just talking to a dude and paying to get in. You had to look, you had to experiment, you had to discover, you had to explore.
Not to mention the extra endings they added too. DKC 2 had one, sure, but DKC 3 had two. You know, if you collect all the banana birds, you unlock the true final ending with that really weird big banana bird.
And you need to collect DK coins too, because that's how you unlock the gyrocopter to reach the last banana birds.
You see what I mean, guys?
Wow, they did add a lot to the third game, didn't they? This seemed to set the precedent for a barrage of collectathon games to come. There also seems to be the different gimmick style that DKC 1 started too, where every level is unique and memorable. They expanded the series with every game and packed a ton of content into Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. Good point, Steve, thanks for adding that. Well, that about wraps things up for—
And then Retro Studios came along and took that concept to a whole new level for the Donkey Kong Country Returns series.
How are you all getting in here?
I just broke in.
I'm using astral projection.
Think about it. Sure, Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze were developed by a different studio, but they took what was great about the original Donkey Kong trilogy and evolved it into something new.
Look, we only have time to talk about the original country games. Besides, DKC 2 is the pinnacle of the hidden reward principle.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong.
No. DKC 3 took everything to another level.
Is the perfect
with all
balance.
those fantastic speedrunning stats like Cranky Kongs and Diddy Kongs and Dixie Kongs and Dixie Kong is sexy.
Are you kidding me?
Now that I have your attention, in the new Donkey Kong games, you're still finding hidden collectibles, like the puzzle pieces, which unlock concept art for cut portions of the game. But the really valuable collectibles are the Kong letters. They don't just give you lives anymore. If you get all the letters in a world, it'll unlock a bonus temple stage that is incredibly difficult. And if you beat all of those temple stages, it'll unlock an entire bonus world, like this weird banana fever dream. And in Tropical Freeze, there's also secret exits to some stages. So this game is chock full of hidden rewards to find and unlock. But what made me interrupt was what you said, Snowman, about how each level in Donkey Kong Country 3 had something to make it stand out. They took that idea and expanded from it in these two sequels. Every level has something to call its signature. You could describe each one with like 2 words and you would know exactly which level I'm talking about. Like Sawblade Factory, Giant Kraken, or Lion King. Each level was inspired and unique.
Man, that really is true. Retro Studios took the original concepts put into place with the DKC franchise and just gave us more. There's still exploration at every turn, bonus stages to finish, and unlockables coming out the seams. That's why this series is so special and memorable to me. Not only were the levels fun to play through, but the encouragement of exploration led me to feel more accomplished when I found every secret. The rewards meant more because it unlocks special extra stages to test my skill at. And there's something so satisfying about watching your percentage meter go up until you reach, whoa, even over 100%. It's simple finishing touches like that that make Donkey Kong Country so unique, and that's why it has good game design. Thanks for watching. Hey, I'm Snowman. Thanks for watching another episode of Good Game Design. This one was a blast to make. I want to thank VZ, Steve-O-Hobo, and Jolly Goat for stopping by and shedding some insight about one of our favorite franchises. You can check out their work here. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give a thumbs up or subscribe. There's more Good Game Design coming, but if you haven't seen the other episodes, you can click here to check them out. Lastly, leave us a comment about your thoughts on the Donkey Kong franchise. Do you think they implement exploration well? I appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys around. Bye-bye.